Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video will be short, right? It's going to be something different, something we haven't actually done before. So, I mean, a lot of my videos in here are random, right? And probably for the last nearly a year it's been almost nothing but vlogs, I mean the occasional thing that isn't one, but I had a rather unique idea for a video. So in the last couple of vlogs I've shown me going places, and a couple of them were where I grew up as a child. And I'm thinking, let's go there, but let's make a video just on that subject and nothing else, like just cover that and that alone. So this video will probably be about 20 minutes long, so there won't be a vlog today, but I'm going to go there. I'm going to go to key areas and, you know, just for fun of it, because, you know, the nostalgia. A lot of it has changed since I was a kid, but it should be interesting. You join me here in the minute governing of where I've been staying, but yeah, it should be interesting and quite fun to do this. So yeah, I'll show you some key areas and, you know, just around the place, because the other day I went back, so I think it was Friday, I went back there for the first time in 8 years, which was kind of crazy. So we're going to go there, and this is just a video purely on that subject. See you guys all in the next part. We're walking there now. I thought I'd give you small information. So I stayed in this small village called Bilston, right? We're walking up there now, I'll show you the sign in a second. I stayed here from about, I think what, June, give me a second. I think I stayed here from what, June 2010 till August 2013, which isn't a long time. I mean, I've stayed in my current city of Glasgow a lot longer than that. I've stayed there for 6 years. But something I learned recently is when you're younger, time feels longer. So it felt like I stayed there for more than 3 years, you know. It's apparently it feels longer when you're younger, but as you get older, time feels less. But you know, we're walking there now, so I think the first location I'll take you guys to will be my house. There's a few that I've, or the house I lived in. There's a few locations I've decided to take you guys to, so, you know, I'll take you to those, yeah, motorbikes, vroom. So, up here, you can see, flip the phone around, you guys can see the sign. Oh, damn it, I'm not very good at this. Yep, there's the sign, so that's us now entering that area, so that's fun. Again, this won't be a terribly long video, but yeah, we're just walking up now. You can see the area a little bit, but yeah, not done one of these before, so I might do it to some of the other places I've lived in, who knows. But this is the one that I have the most nostalgia, most fond memories for, so this should be fun. So I'll see you guys in a minute when I flip the camera around to do something else. We just walked up and came around that pavement here, so what you do is you walk on here. So there's many roads and direct routes, but there's a back road that goes along the entirety of the village. And you can use that to go to like a small bridge, like a path to get to where my house is, because my house is like, you know, at the far end, or it was. I don't live there anymore. I've not lived in it since 2013, but still thought it'd be fun nonetheless to show you. But yeah, so you take this path, it's quite, you know, it's a nice quiet area. This was one of the, I'm happy I got to grow up in a place such as this. There's a lot of development being going on since the years that I, you know, left. I've not returned. Like Friday evening, which was one of the vlogs, was the first time I returned in 8 years. And I will say one thing: the place does feel a hell of a lot smaller. I'll see you guys in just a second further up this road. One thing is that people around here seem to have really cool taste in cars, i.e. old Subaru Imprezas. There's quite a few of them. This guy was not like another 2 of them. I think he has 4 of them. And I don't know if you can see, but from the distance you can kind of see the Pentland Hills. So one of the major changes that's been made is these houses along here. So originally all of this was all trees, and then behind the trees was a field. See, they started developing all the way over that way. When I left, like, they'd only just started to lay the foundations for houses way back over there, but they hadn't come anywhere near here. And I didn't know till Friday that it actually touched this area and decided to start building. I mean, these houses are okay, but, you know, I don't know, something about it seems weird to me. But yeah, we're going to keep walking up this road. I believe these houses now go the full length of the road. They go back quite a bit, and I think, I'm not sure if they are, I've not actually walked into that complex, but they might be building even more yet. So walking down this way, we was passing the end of the houses. So I think eventually, they're building more even on further up this road. Which I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, that's the one thing I hate about the last few years in this area, like Midlothian area, so much development. They're killing what was nice about it, all the fields and stuff. No, I disagree, so we keep walking up here. hopefully no one's here. I've not had to bump into any much people the last couple of visits, so hopefully we're the same today. So down this path is an interesting one from my childhood. If we continue down this way, you'll see a river. Now, you'll see these steps here on this barrier. See, if you go back, I think it was maybe 4 or 5 years ago, according to what I read in Wine, they destroyed it. There used to be a bridge coming from those kind of slat stairs there, and they've actually fenced it off as well. And there used to be a bridge coming on. It's very shallow. I mean, a lot of people didn't use the bridge; they just walk across because it's not. I mean, it's a little deeper now, but it used to be kind of shallow. It's quite cool. Shot here, just yeah, it would go along this burn, goes all the way around the place. I'd compare it to like a moat around a castle, like how far this covers. It goes around the entirety of the place, and it's along the outside as well. But yeah, I used to hang about here after school with friends and stuff, so that was kind of cool. It's gone now, but they'll have a replacement bridge over there, so let's head over. So we've come out back on the main pavement, walking this way. You'll find the bridge they have put there now, which I admit felt weird crossing the first time the other day, but because it was never there before. It was all with bushes and brush and trees. But yeah, you do get a nice view looking down either way though. At least in my opinion you do. Show you guys. So going down here, we came off the bridge. We're actually entering the street where I stayed for all those years. Well, I guess felt longer than 3 years to be honest with you, but yeah, coming down this way you'll see it. I'll cut the camera once we're there. Here we're just walking still on that same lane. And we're about to walk up to said house, which is, it's a weird feeling. Let's walk over. Hopefully there's no one there so I don't look like a creep filming. Yeah, let's face it, I already do that without filming. And there it is over there. With that brown door in that window. There it is, that's the house I grew up in from June 2010 to August 2013. And it is kind of weird. We used to hang around this area as well. Yeah, we used to hang around up here as well on this grassy burn. So it was kind of fun. We're going to continue down the street and let's turn around. But yeah, this is kind of crazy. That woman again with the brown door, 41 Park Avenue. Was my address for a number of years, so we're going to continue down and go elsewhere. So having continued down the street, that house was on, you come to this corner, and this is where we're in the apart from right. One thing I should say is I was going to show the school, but because there's also a park, there's so many people around about it, I don't want to be pointing a camera at it. But over here, at this building with the blue shutter, was the corner store. We used to go here constantly. It was one of two, I think, at the time. I think there might be more. Used to go here quite frequently, juice, slush puppies, sweets. And around back then, I don't think I have any. I don't think we use one. I don't use one anymore, but we had a purple key where we used to get the electric to fill up the electric meter, so that was something. Now let's find the next area I want to go to. So now we're continuing to an area where I used to get the bus to school, or one of the two areas. I think we'll visit both, so let's get ourselves up that way. Just continuing to walk, we'll be there in a second. And here we are, just 1 second. And up here, we get up here in this store, where the stores in this house, I suppose you can call it both. That used to be a takeaway, but now with the red on the shutters, but not anymore. We see at the school here a big giant coach called, I think it's called Hunter's Buses or something. Used to take us here on this giant coach up to the nearby village of Roswell where the school was. It was I do apologise if I'm not showing this night too much, or area so much, it's because I do have other things to get to and it's limited time. See, the phone I'm using to filming this is actually my phone that can point the right camera direction, so the other one's front camera won't work. That's why you always see me in the vlog, so not what's ahead of me anymore. So since I'm showing sights, I'd use this one. This one can only film like 20 or 25 minutes, so you gotta be quick. So we're heading to the next location. Here's a new one. So right near that store I showed you, they've actually building more homes. That used to be a field. I used to run across that with my friend after school. That's to avoid animals though. So carrying on. By the way, that other place I was referring to on my school was actually, that's up there, is the hill for it. Fun fact. Just gonna turn in this corner here. Gonna come down here. So over here, another path next to the barn from earlier. If we come along this way, you can see the path. You can also see a little tunnel, which we will go to now. And up here it said tunnel. So this tunnel does come out the other end over this road branch at the back of that said store. But yeah, we'll just go right up to it. I remember for fun, well, we did it once for fun, but we also did it for not getting our asses kicked. But that tunnel used to go right through, and during the summer the water wasn't very, wasn't so much of it, so we used to run through to get away from people trying to kick our asses. Fun fact, we're just going to take down this route here. Next place we're going to go is one of the other places the bus would pick us up to go to school. By the way, these places that I'll point out as pick-up points were also drop points, just FYI. Just got a bit further. So all of this stuff, by the way, I'm showing as much as I'm not showing how I'm getting to these places. It is all within the same village. It's a decently sized village. This wasn't here where I was. We're doing this with a big giant tree stump, but it's actually a memorial to coal miners, so that's fun. Continuing our path slightly, almost there. So this is not the last site I want to go to. There's two more. Technically where that school was, there's also Settle Woods I want to go to. That's been altered a lot. So I'm going to try and do my best to explain how it was beforehand, but now going to the other place with the buses to get us. And here's pick up / drop off point number 2. So right over here, next to these sheds. Right here, by these. So yeah, the bus would come get us here. There's those 2 pick up points. They're also drop off points. So whether or not I can get to the school or not is another thing. Just there's so much people there. I'll walk by one more time. If I can't go there in the woods right now, what I will do is, well, today's Monday. I don't know if Edinburgh has a school same holidays as us, so it might be packed to capacity, I don't know, but I'll find out. If not, I can always come back later in the day for that footage. Over there is the school, but there's still plenty of people, so again, today's Sunday, so no, even if there aren't on the same holidays, there won't be, and I just realised that, because I am dumb. So yeah, where all that building is, I never used to be. So I made a decision. The current time we're on, right, is 17, let's just say 3:15, right? Come back in a couple hours, or maybe just go to the store and come back and then get that food. But yeah, with all the people, all the adults, all the kids running around it in there, it's different. My main point is the woods are basically kind of still there, but kind of not. See, that house I showed that I stayed in, you used to be able to go to the back garden, jump over the fence, and then run down to the park, but all that stuff's been put in place, so I'm going to show you kind of what I mean, probably later on though. So yeah, there's no other places that I thought were worth showing, or really have any more significance, so we're just going to leave by going down that path there between that fence and that bush. Probably going to go up to Asda or something. Not going to put that in here because that's nothing to do with it, but yeah, I hope you enjoy what you've seen so far. For me, it's bringing back a lot of fun memories, so yeah, I'll see you guys when I come back here. Try and get that last bit of footage. Because the problem is with it, me a nice day. Like, if I come here when it's raining, I'd be able to get most of what I wanted without issue, but I don't want to point a camera at people and start pointing things out. So yeah, see you guys when I come back to this area. So I'm here and I'm able to bring you the final part of this. So over there was the shop from earlier, but if you come down this path, you can see all the park equipment and the school that were here. Now none of this was here originally. Originally, right where I'm pointing the phone, just a little bit over, was a youth centre. There was originally a whole park here. There was a kind of a basketball / football area that had hoops over here. It was all board and metal. And that school wasn't there. There was a big field that went all the way down. Behind where that fence and where that park is, the fence maybe comes a bit back further. That used to be a school. That's no longer there. Now they've moved the school. See, they built a bigger school. The school that was here previously only did from nursery up to primary 3. And then they had to build something a bit bigger. Over here, some of the woods are still here, but most of them, unfortunately, have been demolished, which isn't great. There's a burn down there, same one from earlier. Let's go in the woods. I used to come in here a lot with friends. We'd sometimes bring our bikes in here. I mean, one time we tried it with the stunt scooters, and well, that fucking hurt when we fell off them. The bikes, we can actually use the bikes, so the same path is still here. It's just none of that scooter. It's a big long field. I have to try and send some Google images on Google, because I would like to some points within this, because I'm still filming this right now as I speak, obviously, and I've not edited or anything. Don't know if I will edit, but I know I need to merge all these clips together, so I might try and show some images of what that originally looked like, if they can be found, because if you go on Google Maps, there's not many images, but yeah. So right now we're in here. Now these used to be long, luscious and thick forests. That's what all of this used to be when I was a kid. Keep in mind, I've not been back here in so many years, so it is kind of different. I mean, all this, at least in my memory, it's the same, because back in, well, it's, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, me and my friends had phones, but it was your standard flip phone in case you had to call home or text each other kind of thing. We didn't have smartphones or anything. In fact, the first time I seen a smartphone, well, it wasn't a smartphone, it was an Apple phone. It was on the bus, and that was like January 2012, because someone had got one for Christmas. But here, where this little thing is, that always used to filter water as a kid. Sorry, I'm looking for. Used to come here with the bikes in particular. Someone's built this here. That's new. If you come this way over here, you'll see a field which has been kind of bordered off a bit. That never used to be like that. You used to be able to run across this. But I'm assuming that either they're building a road to come in and out, or they're going to build more horrible houses. The woods do go that way a little bit. I don't remember anything being here, or us really going over that way, so that's different. Come over this way, we can follow the woods or what's left of them, because unfortunately with all the development, all the building, all of them are gone. Remember that hole there? Remember when we got angry about throwing our bikes in there? For some reason that was a good idea. This was here, this was always here, so I was a kid this big. This is kind of mound in the ground here. That was definitely there. We used to mess with our bikes, and that was where we hurt ourselves with the stunt scooters, but the bikes would go over that like a dream. That kind of bit there that looks like Shrek Swamp, that was definitely there. I remember that one being there. See, now these woods have obviously maybe been trimmed down a bit and messed with because of, the development. But also, they're going to seem smaller, because when I was here, I wasn't a short kid, but, I'm definitely not the height I am now. So, I came in here the other day, and I didn't film too much. It was like more so vlog material, but I'm going to cut the camera until I get over this. Well, that was aggravating, not to mention annoying, but you know what? See, it's annoying as an adult, because I try to keep my shoes clean, which these boots I use for working and stuff anyway, so I'm not bothered, but as a kid, we would just run right through that. Fuck the consequence. Fuck how dirty you got your clothes. I think I hear someone up ahead, but you can see that they've cordoned off the rest of the woods. I don't think they'd want us going in there. I mean, I'll have a look and see if there's a way in, but I don't think there is. These wood used to be a lot deeper, and again, they'll feel smaller because I'm an adult, but still, it's stupid. This is a plank I can cross to get across, so let's go that way. Safely across. So I remember one summer we actually did do something like that with all this. We wanted to take our bikes over, so admittedly that we did steal some wood from it. And what we did was we put it along the mud, and it worked successfully until it got slippy and one of us crashed. These used to not have water underneath, these big bits that were filling up. We used to play with the Nerf guns and hide under these for cover. We're going to continue on now. Coming up this way is the thing I called, or referred to as Shrek's Swamp. So yes, this was always here, and I remember one winter this froze over, and it was that frozen that we could walk over it no problem at all, and that was a lot of fun. I think they're linking the farmer's field in the school somehow, so I'm currently walking, but I think I can just hop this fence to go into the rest of the woods, so I will. Bingo. Right, so this is what I was on about. These bits of woods
seem almost untouched. Look, I even found some of the pathway that would have used. Yeah, this is definitely bringing back some memories, and it's for very claustrophobic. Damn it, 10-year-old me was short. 10-year-old me could do this. 18-year-old me, however, he's not having much luck. But yeah, this is mostly kind of an example of how all of this would have been. It would have been obviously more of it. There used to be a tree around here that we all sat on, but that's gone from what I can tell. That's been the wrong spot, but it was like right at the front. Also, I figured out that we can actually get near the house I grew up for walking this way, so that's kind of cool. And these would go on further, but we never really went any there, so let's switch the location. So it turns out we can't go through there to go continue, so I'm going to have to go the other route. So we're in here, and this will give us the ultimate view of what I want to show you. So obviously this is locked for security reasons, but if you look through the bars, which I can be able to do with the magic of cameras, you can see a conservatory. And you can obviously see that they've planted a big fence on it. Originally no fence, originally all this was grass, that bush wasn't there. You're able to jump over the back garden and just run right down in here when this was a field, but that's where the conservatory is, used to be my home. The back of it, and of course, you know, the front end with the brown door shows you earlier, so let's get out of here. So I'm here to end this off. I'm only on 59 seconds more footage, but I enjoyed that, by the way, that river from earlier. Before I leave this place, I enjoyed taking you guys through it. It was a fun journey for me too, because I've not been, the other day was the first time in 8 years I'd come back here. Lots of fun and fond memories, so I hope you guys enjoyed this instead of the vlog. Please don't be mad that I didn't do one. I'll do one again tomorrow, maybe, who knows, I'll do another one of these for the other part. So the village up the road is another place that I just didn't want to include it all in one video, because too long. Look, we're just on the verge of this here, but anyway, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. Hope you enjoyed this video. You want to learn a little bit more about me and where I'm from. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Peace.